Hello, everybody. Peter the Book Lover here, and this is another Halls of Eight. This is where I talk about 8 of my new arrivals, and I've got some pretty interesting paperbacks here. So let's talk about these new paperbacks. Hello, everybody. I'm Peter the Book Lover. I have a YouTube channel to where I talk about books and movies. I have a great time doing it. Hopefully, you'll have a good time being here as well. And in this video, this is a hauls video, and this is where I'm going to talk about some of my new arrivals. So let's just get into this. But before I get into the books, I really want to thank you for being here. If you like this video, please do me a favor, hit the like button and let me know that you like the video. And if you really like my videos, please do me a favor, subscribe, and come and check out more of my videos. I would really appreciate that a lot. And let me know what you think in the comments. I love to hear from you. So let's get into this, and let's start off with the first one. Now, the first one, there's a movie of this, and I figured this is a good book to start with, The Right Stuff. So let's start off with The Right Stuff. And this was written by Tom Wolfe, and there's a movie. I'm not familiar with the movie. I know this is to where they go out in outer space, so it sounds interesting. Now, since I'm not familiar with the movie, although I've heard of the movie, I'm interested in reading this book and seeing if I like the book. And then if I like the book, I'm going to check this out. So this looks pretty cool to me. Pretty interesting. I'm glad that I have this. So the next one is a story. This is another one. There's a movie that I'm familiar with, a cartoon that I don't think I've seen, although I have seen the movie Excalibur, and I really enjoyed that. And this is The Sword in the Stone. And this was written by T.H. White, and this is the story of King Arthur. I know how the story works. This is this sword, Excalibur, is stuck in a stone, and only King Arthur could pull it out. And then after that, they join the Knights at the Round Table, and I believe this is going to have the magician Merlin in the story. So I'm looking forward to checking this out, and then if I really like this, then I'm going to check out the movie. I think it would be interesting to enjoy this book and then check out the movie, the cartoon. Okay, so the next one is a book that I have read, and I really love this book. This is by an author that I've read about 4 other books by, and this is my favorite of his. This is The Invisible Man by H.G. Wells. Now, when I read The Time Machine, I didn't think that I would enjoy The Invisible Man as much as The Time Machine. I really love The Time Machine a lot, and I also enjoy War of the Worlds. I really didn't like The Island of Dr. Moreau, but I'm going to check it out again. I might actually have a different opinion after I check it out again. But this story was a lot of fun. I have this in a collection of H.G. Wells novels in one book, but I'm glad that I have a single paperback copy of this, a book by itself, because I think this is a book that's really great, and I'm looking forward to rereading this. I've read this one time, and this is probably a book that I'm going to read about 3 or 4 times, maybe 5, because I really enjoyed this a lot. And I also enjoyed the movie with Claude Rains. And I also enjoyed that one movie they made recently when they had that suit that was pretty cool. I like that suit that they made. I don't know what, I think 2019 or something. The movie called Invisible Man or something like that. But I like that, and though this story was really great, and I'm really happy that I have a copy of The Invisible Man by H.G. Wells. Plus, I've got more books by H.G. Wells that I'm looking forward to checking out. Okay, so the next book that I have, now, I've read a book of this series. This is the second book in the series. I've read the first book in the series, and that is Dune, and this is Dune Messiah. This is by Frank Herbert, and I'm really happy that I have the second book in the series. Apparently, this is the second one, and I love Dune. I've read that twice, and I'm definitely going to reread it again. And yeah, I've got the second book in the series, and I've got a couple other books of his that I want to check out as well. But I haven't read this, but I've read Dune twice, and I really love that story. I in my opinion, I actually enjoyed the movie from the '80s of Dune a little bit more than the two movies they made later, the ones in 2021 and 2022 or something like that. I did like those movies, but in my opinion, a couple of the characters were a little bit better. Like the Baron. The Baron was a little bit more like the villain in the book, and Fred Rotha was a little bit better as well. I still think that they could make another movie of Dune and make it even better. You know what I mean? And it's, you see, the thing about Dune that's really cool is it's like it. I think it really helped inspire Star Wars. There's a lot of stuff in Dune that makes me think of Star Wars. You know, you got Arrakis, and then you've got Tatooine, and you know, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, so, and I am a fan of Dune as well, and I'm looking forward to checking that out. Now, this next one is a monster. This is a big one. This is about 900 pages long. No, 1,200 pages long. And I had to tape this cover back onto this. But this is Shogun. I've seen a lot of people that have this book. And apparently this is a really good book. I haven't read it. I'm not familiar with the story. I think there's a movie about this, but I haven't seen the movie or anything. And I really like big books, and I cannot lie. So I'm looking forward to checking out Shogun. And this is written by James Carville. But I haven't read any other books by him, but I'm looking forward to reading this nice big book. Like 1,200 pages long. I dig it. Now the next book I have here is a book called Egren, I believe. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this correctly. This is written by Christopher Paolini, and this is Egren, I believe. This is dragon with an E, so Egren, dragon, you know, I mean, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but this is a New York Times bestseller, and there's a movie of this, and I actually tried to watch the movie, and I didn't really get into it, because I'm a big fan of dragons. I really love dragons. Smaug is one of my favorite dragons of all time, and I also like, what's his name, Arithmerax from Dragon Slayer. I really like the dragon in Dragon Slayer. And dragons are always cool. I love the artwork of dragons. But yes, I'm looking forward to checking this book out. Apparently this was written by somebody that was very young. So, and they, it looks pretty interesting. So I love it because if it's written by somebody that's pretty young, it shouldn't be too complicated. And I like books that aren't too complicated. Although I do enjoy a complicated book, but you know, a non-complicated book is appealing to me as well. And yeah, this is another big one. This is 700 and something pages. Could take me a little bit of time to read that one. Okay, so the next book that I'm going to show you, I've got two of these, and one of these is The Magic of the Unicorn. And this is more of choose your own adventure books. And this one is The Grand Canyon Odyssey. And I really like this concept. I plan on checking this out. And I don't know. Sounds like a lot of fun. I remember these when I was younger. But I plan on doing these differently now that I'm older. And I'm a more experienced reader than I was when I first had these. I was given these books when I was a little bit too young, so. But I remember trying to read these, and I would die very quickly. Yeah, and you know, these are kind of like the very first video games, you know, which is kind of cool. Although, you know, you don't have to have quick reflexes to enjoy these. But yeah, I plan on, when I read these, I plan on checking out all the possibilities and actually reading a bunch of all the paths in it. It's going to be a lot of fun when I get into those. And I've got another two books. These are both by the same author. This is the 100th Thing About Caroline, and The Giver. And these are both by Louis Leroy. Here's The Giver. Now this one really appeals to me. I don't know why, but this has got an award on it. And usually if a book has this award on it, it's usually a very, very good book. And this one is The 100th Thing About Caroline. And I'm going to read this first. And if I really enjoy this, then I'm going to check out this book. And that's about it. So there you go. These are some of my new paperbacks. I'm really looking forward to checking those out in the future. And that's about it. Now, before I go, I want to let you know that I really appreciate your giving me your time. If you're still watching, you are really awesome. And I want to really give you a big thank you. Thank you so much for watching. And I'm going to be making more videos in the future, so please come back and check out more of my videos. I really appreciate if you do that. And that's about it. I'm Peter the Book Lover. I want to thank you for coming by, and I hope to see you in the next video.